Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Bears and the Texans coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
From NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran him for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
Throwing first play is Lance. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Lance looking to throw it.
Toward the sideline, it's complete. Athletic grab, but still not short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And back deep, Avery Williams.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'5 quarterback, the former Missouri Tiger, Blaine Gabbert.
When he was drafted 10th overall out of Missouri, he looked like a franchise quarterback, but hasn't been able to build up much of a resume. Served as a backup for most of his career. He does have a ring backing up Tom Brady, and that's always a good thing. There's a good chance he might pick up some tips from the future Hall of Famer as well.
First down, Gabbert. He'll get, and right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Lance. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
On second down, Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
And it was Leo Chanel who got in to drop it.
Well, it's about teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start first and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
From the 30 on second down. Gabbert. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They go play action. Gabbert. And that is incomplete.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
After that last run, Lance is going to throw it here.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That was good for 26 and a first down.
So many times in my career, coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. The Lance going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Lance again. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk to them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Out of the gun, Gabbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Gabbert. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Gabbert. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Good footwork at the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
We're seeing from the offensive line, they see that leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Eckler again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Gabbert.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
They run straight ahead here with White.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Gabbert from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Gabbert now to throw on 1st down.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Third and short yardage. Gabbard. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 15-yard line.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. De'Ami Brown from 13 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Bears on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. First throw now for the backup Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Oh, the return is Callaway.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Wentz. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wentz now to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Wentz now on 1st down.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, Benjamin.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Holding, offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Backed up here in a tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open left side is Brown.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he is going to have the Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one. Let's rock and roll.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before break.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Now Wentz again. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. To throw again on second down. Wentz. That's complete over the middle to Callaway.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Working from the gun. Wentz looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Wentz.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds. Incomplete.
I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead?
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From the 10, and a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Pass to Brown, he's got it on the crossing route.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Patterson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They run it with Benjamin.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Throwing is Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead here this third quarter. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
The try here for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
picked off by Kwan Williams. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Running out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 4. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete. Here now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
He'll drop this down to Jack.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
The pass on 2nd down.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Wentz, and his throw is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now out comes Houston. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
On the give, here comes Jackson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 44-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's runs blitz. Doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, it's Jackson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
2nd and 1. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Luke Farrell. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is
as he sends this one away. The Bears now ready to take over again. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Wentz going to try and throw on third. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a play fake. Wentz.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They'll give it to Patterson. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Wentz on third down. Flushed out right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Once more, they turn to Patterson. Down to the 25. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Wentz. And that will be incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Texans back out there and ready to go.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Personal foul. Defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
The last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Jackson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Jackson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle here to Brown.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 5. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jackson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown, Texans. De'Ami Brown ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Working from the gun, Wentz.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing now is Wentz.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. To throw again on second down, Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. This will be caught at about the 5.
So a field goal on this drive could settle things. Remember, no overtime in the preseason, though a tie now seems hardly likely.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Third and goal at the 4-yard line. Trying to run it with Patterson.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now the Texans down by 2, 53 ticks to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. Finding room at midfield.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This to almost certainly win the football game. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And they'll remain down by 2. And this stadium just fell silent in a hurry.
Crowd was ready to erupt, weren't they? But guess what? That chance to win one here, to steal one in the final seconds, goes awry.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.